let's have a look at the teams. We'll start with Grimsby, who are in the Northern Youth Alliance League, where they compete with the likes of Bolton and Wrexham, and they're currently 19 of the 25 teams there. But they beat FA Youth Cup winners from 2023 West Ham 1-0 in the last round, goal scored by their number 9, Grayson Giles. And unlike Spurs, Grimsby have already played this year, beating Hartlepool 2 weeks ago by 2-1. So this team should be match sharp. Spurs go really strong. Callum Oloseti, who has mostly been with the under-21s this season and has regularly been on the bench for the first-team captains, side joined on that first-team bench recently by Malachi Hardy and also Luca Williams-Barnett, two of the standout performers for the 18s this season. But this is Stuart Lewis's side at full strength. Learned from the last round of this competition. Well, Williams-Barnett was the standout performer in the first part of the season for the under-18s. He gets us going here. Spurs in blue at Blundell Park, looking to make it through to the 5th round of the FA Youth Cup. And Williams-Barnett is straight onto the ball, onto Oloseti, trying to make some room inside the area. Unable to do that. Not too long, though, before Spurs have it back. And out towards Thompson it goes. Scored the winning penalty that sent us through to this round of the competition, after Luca Williams-Barnett had won the spot kick. Had a hand in all 3 of the goals in the previous round, the 3-2 win against Middlesbrough. Luca Williams-Barnett, 2 assists, and then was fouled for the penalty. Here's Malachi Hardy, another who had a brilliant first half of the season. On the bench in the Premier League and the Europa League, on the bench for the Everton game at Goodison only yesterday, but here for this one tonight. Thompson roaming, as he likes to on the left, does like that opportunity to cut in. Now here's Byrne. Always given licence, the Spurs fullbacks, to step up into midfield. And Thompson looking to find the feet of Rhys Elliott-Paris. First chance for Grimsby to get forward, and here is Grayson Giles, who scored in the previous round. A big win for Grimsby in their game against West Ham. And they have forced an early corner kick. Corner will be taken by their captain here, Harry Brown. And it's one that's floated onto the head of Upson, who can nod that one away. And eventually cleared by Janai Byfield, who is back there. And it's one to chase for Elliott-Paris, who flicks on in the direction of Williams-Barnett. Those two have started the game quite close to one another. Thompson does well to keep the ball in play. Steps over, delivers in, was looking for Williams-Barnett, who'd pulled away into a shooting position, but he was unable to find his teammate, and the clearance is made. And he's back here with Byrne. Callum Oloseti remains down here. Hobbles back onto his feet. This was the challenge, and it was pretty late as well from Giles. Knocked to the knee, and Oloseti hobbles away. There was a video doing the rounds today of Jermaine Defoe talking about his top picks for academy players coming through, the best talents he's seen. Olesesi was on that list. I should also mention Tyree Saul and Mikey Moore. So nice talent for Olesesi to be associated with. Has been with the under-21s over the season, Callum Olesesi, but he is still only 17. Seems to be walking and running a bit more freely. Sends the pass up to Reece Elliott-Paris, who can't in turn then send it wide. Out into that area where Adewale was waiting. Spurs have a throw-in here in a very good position. Across comes Ty Hall, unable to bring the ball under control. We'll send it back to Adewale. Came off with the bench for the under-21s 10 days ago in the game against Derby. Ty Hall. And he sits tonight in the midfield behind Olesesi and Williams-Barnett, giving them licence to get forward. Giving the Spurs defence a bit of protection as well. Blunt's lost it here. And then Byfield, rather too eager to come across and grab it. He says it was shoulder to shoulder. The referee was of a different opinion. It will be a free kick here to Grimsby. Sent flying in the end, James Collins. Another good opportunity here for Grimsby to send this one into Spurs penalty area. Dealt with the corner that came just a couple of minutes ago pretty well. Here's another test. Brown waits, then delivers straight into the arms of Sam Archer, who can launch away. Quickly looking for Miracle Adewale. Didn't find his man, but it's picked up here by Ty Hall. Back it goes to Upson, who's found Byfield here. Rather unusual setup for Spurs at the back. Rarely see this team play with three. It's the way they've gone here this evening. Hardy lifting one forward where Reece Elliott-Paris was waiting. He was in an offside position. Grimsby looked to lift one over the top. High Spurs defensive line. Big header away though by Sam Archer, another who really impressed in the first half of the season. Spurs have been churning out the goalkeepers from the academy of late. We see Josh Keeley doing ever so well, of course, at Leyton Orient. Luca Gunter had a great season last season for the 21s too. Perhaps where Sam Archer differs from the two, much bigger, far more physical presence, and still only 17 years old. Might have some more work to do here. Brown into position for Grimsby, and he runs into Byfield. Nice cover work by the Spurs centre-back. Another Grimsby corner, though. Well, no other side who are associated with the League Two club has made it through to the next round, so if Grimsby were to get there, they would be flying the flag. Well, the corner again dealt with by Spurs, and the command is to get out. And that's exactly what the Spurs defence do. England under 17 international, Chennai Byfield. Back to Upson. And here is Hardy. Always so good with the ball at his feet. Fairly bobbly surface here at Brunton Park though. Spurs away into crossing position. And Rhys Elliott-Paris was the target in the middle. Spurs just unable to connect with him. Turned away. No messing around from Grimsby at the back. Off goes Burns, slips the pass. And here is the Spurs danger man, their number 10. And it's the first opportunity to go for goal for Williams-Barnett. And it's a save by Alton, the goalkeeper. Just for a moment, given what we've seen from him over the course of the season, we thought this might be the opening goal for Spurs. The breakthrough will have to wait, though. Many special moments from Williams-Barnett in the first half of the campaign. Showed a range of skills and embarrassed a few goalkeepers, it has to be said. Ty Hall leaping, won't get to that one. And it's a big up and under. And it's one that Byrne is able to get to, and Ty Hall sweeps the pass across towards Thompson. Happy to go back on this occasion. Turning into trouble. Grimsby away. They started the game pretty well, Grimsby. And you can see the tactic, a quick ball forward, hit Spurs on the break where possible. Look for the runners. That will be the challenge here for Stuart Lewis's side. That concentration at the back is the way throughout the age group, so Spurs will play with a high defensive line. So that out ball over the top is on for Grimsby, as and when they do look for it. Upson floating one in the direction of Thompson. There's a real bright spark in the first half of the season. Lots of lovely balls into the penalty area, scored some nice goals as well. Miracle Adewale looking for the give and go and looking for Olasesi, but not finding his man. Well, if Spurs thought they were getting an easy ride here tonight, that certainly doesn't look as though it will be the case. Here comes Byfield. Angle pass into Thompson. There was a game here on Saturday. Grimsby played in the league against Chesterfield. Has certainly affected the pitch here. And slides a pass to the edge of the area. And away it goes for now. Off goes Thompson. Navigates between two. Skillfully done here by the Spurs winger. And in trying to get the cross away, sees it blocked, and he gets the throw-in. Saw the challenge coming and did well to get there, and then to find Thompson. Thompson turning away from his man, loses Collins. Now Williams-Barnett with his tricky feet, trying to weave some magic. Wanted it back, have made the run. Promising signs starting to develop here for Spurs, who are finding their rhythm in the game. Not quite for Williams-Barnett, but he wasn't too far away from reaching that one. Well, it has been a tough start to the year for this group, because this game is a rearranged fixture. The weather took this one, also took the game against Arsenal, the North London derby, and that one will have to be rearranged as well. Without question, Spurs would have liked to have come into this game with a bit of rhythm, I'm sure, and would have preferred to have had a fixture or two before the 20th of January. Over a month now since the team have been together and played a competitive match. Seem to have found some rhythm though. And Byfield is onto it all the way across the halfway line to Hardy. Off goes Byrne. And it's Thompson again. Well, he does have the tricks, but sometimes could probably keep things a bit more simple. Would maybe be the message for Thompson, as he tried to flip the ball around the corner to Byrne, but couldn't find his man. Spurs will try their luck on the other side. This is a new system for this team. Seem to have adapted to it pretty well. Big role to play for Byrne, who is stepping up into midfield with regularity, the number 3 for Spurs. Hardy, who has for the most part played in a 2 at the back with Byfield over the course of the season, given much more licence to get forwards from that right centre-back position than normal. Harry Byrne's pass intercepted. It's loose, and Spurs might be on to this. Reece Elliott-Paris weaving away into the area. He goes. He's hit the foot of the post, and then on the rebound, Williams-Barnett slams against the bar. Two best chances of the game for Tottenham Hotspur here. Big mistake at the back by Grimsby, and they were very nearly punished. Elliott-Paris did really well here, and you would have backed Williams-Barnett to score, but he cracks the bar. Spurs are sensing there is perhaps a moment for them here. Really starting to dominate the game. Getting in space. And again, shooting from range. Williams-Barnett with a deflected strike. And that could have gone anywhere, but it's gone wide of the post. Actually hits the back of Reece Elliott-Paris. Spurs as often as possible, trying to get Luca Williams-Barnett in that central position, in shooting range. Had Spurs' best chances so far. Thompson again being a nuisance on the left-hand side. Plays the pass into Ty Hall, trying to skip the challenge. And that proves to be something that he can't do when the ball is thumped away. And this is relentless all of a sudden from Tottenham Hotspur. Grimsby might be pretty happy just to see the ball go out of play so that they can catch a breath. Thompson, skillfully done. Off he goes to the byline, delivers in, big chance Spurs. Well saved by the goalkeeper. Williams-Barnett denied again. Well, it's chance after chance. Mostly they're falling to Williams-Barnett too, but he just can't find a way through. Nearly fell very kindly indeed for Reece Elliott-Paris. Not sure he knew too much about it, but it was his touch that took that one over the bar. Grimsby making progress on the right. And it's well dealt with in the end by Sam Archer, the Spurs goalkeeper. Well, if Spurs do make it through, they'll face Watford. Should fancy their chances there. Still some big teams in the competition, likes of Arsenal, Manchester City as well. Win here though, and win against Watford. Spurs would stand a pretty good chance of making it all the way. Olasesi looking for the penalty, and the referee waving that one away. Thompson leaves the fullback for Duss. Cuts back, looking for the angle for the head of Williams-Barnett. May drop for Ty Hall. Does well to recycle. Pretty sure there should have been a whistle there, but the referee has allowed play to continue. Floating one into the box, only to see that one turned away. Not the best of clearances by Grimsby. They have tidied up this time. Byrne trying to send it back towards those Spurs players on the edge of the box. Now Byfield has some work to do at the other end. Well, he looks so impressive in the first half of the season, and he spins away well. Gets Spurs on the attack again. Hardy on the halfway line. And Hall dropping into that defensive line. And Byrne again. Grimsby players are backing off Hardy, but he's so good with the ball. And he does sweep the pass across to Byrne, and Byrne looks for Reece Elliott-Paris. Williams-Barnett might be wondering how he hasn't scored in the game. So far, Spurs have hit the bar and hit the post. No way through just yet, but you sense the goal is coming. Spurs just need to keep their foot on the gas here. Thompson, industrious as he brings the ball away. Again, the cutback, he's lost his man. Olasesi wanted it. The angle's still there for the shot. Grimsby have too many bodies in the way in the end. And there was no way through for the Spurs midfielder. Again, it's a loose pass. Again, it's Rhys Elliott-Paris who's onto it. And this time a deflection, and Spurs have themselves a corner. Luca Williams-Barnett had a hand in all 3 goals in the last round against Middlesbrough. Does look as though he's got the ball out of the quadrant, but he delivers in, deflection on it, turned away by Grimsby, and it takes about half a second before Spurs have it back. Burn. How about that for confidence in your goalkeeper? Nice turn by Storr. It's away from Williams-Barnett, back to his keeper. And he's looking for that long ball. You know what's coming with Grimsby. Has perhaps become a bit predictable for the Spurs defence back there. Although that said, Spurs still don't have anything to show for all of their hard work at the other ends. Byfield happy to glide away from the defender. Williams-Barnett squaring the pass. Olasesi cuts it back to Ty Hall. Slammed in towards Williams-Barnett. That was a difficult one to control. Well, this Spurs team haven't exactly struggled for goals over the course of this season. Beat Norwich last time out by 3-1. Scored 3 against Middlesbrough in the last round of this competition. 3 against Chelsea. Beat Manchester United by 4-3 earlier on in the campaign, put 5 past Fulham. So they'll be pretty confident that their moments will come. And for younger players, so often it is about finding patience, which can prove to be pretty difficult. Some pretty good guidance though from Stuart Lewis and the coaching staff. Hardy up to Rhys Elliott-Paris. Just about every Spurs player demanding the ball. Tynan Thompson curling in. We saw how effective his crossing could be in the first half of the season. Couldn't find a teammate on this occasion, but he'll have another go at the fullback, who must be tired of seeing him. Had so much of the ball so far in the game, Tynan Thompson. And used it pretty well too. Olasesi just about manages to feed it through. And there was a Grimsby touch on that. Adewole delivers. Williams-Barnett waiting and unleashing, and it stays out thanks to a pretty brilliant stop from Alton, the goalkeeper. Well, again, it must be disbelief from Williams-Barnett. Had so many good chances, and this looked almost certain to find the corner until the goalkeeper flung out that arm to push it away. Another Tottenham Hotspur corner. Williams-Barnett into the front post. get lucky there, Grimsby. Completely missed by the defender. Well, it's level still at 0-0, thanks largely to Grimsby's goalkeeper. Seb Alton made a couple of really good saves, and the woodwork has offered a helping hand as well. That was late on Williams-Barnett, and it was right under the nose of the referee from Alfie Foy too. Get the possession numbers at this level. I would imagine that Spurs are shading it by about 80-20. And they've made pretty good use of it as well. It hasn't just been passing for passing's sake, but still unable to find a way through 30 minutes in. Get the sense that Spurs are waiting for that moment to go up through the gears. Hardy's onto it here. Now Byfield. What can Williams-Barnett do? He escapes one, goes through the legs nearly of another. It's a last-minute recovery by the Grimsby defender. Grimsby are dropping deeper and deeper. That was a lovely touch by Williams-Barnett. Gets it back here from Hall. And there was power on it, but no precision on this occasion from Williams-Barnett, who drills it wide. Nicely engineered. Williams-Barnett off target, though, on this occasion. You can see the move that Spurs are trying to make every single time, trying to get Williams-Barnett into shooting position, but that doesn't necessarily make it any easier for Grimsby to defend, because the variety in terms of getting there is pretty plentiful from Spurs so far. Nasty late challenge on Williams-Barnett, who has remained down here. And again, the referee should have seen that. Has allowed play to continue. Williams-Barnett is back up. Oh, it's lovely from Spurs. And it was just heavy from Williams-Barnett as he received it back from Rhys Elliott-Paris. There is Hardy. 10 minutes to go until half-time. Has been all Spurs, but it's still 0-0. Olasesi looking for Williams. Barnett hooked away by the Grimsby defence. Spurs will try again here. Janai Byfield, who brings the ball forward from the back. Thompson trying to go over the top this time, rather than around the outside of James Collins. Really interesting looking back on some of the finals that have taken place in the FA Youth Cup. I was interested to see the last time that some big names came through the competition, and it wasn't that long ago. Looking for established Premier League players, go back 3 years and you'll find Kobbie Mainoo and Alejandro Garnacho, who played, of course, for Manchester United. Not last season, but the one before. Ethan Nwaneri from Arsenal was also a player who played in the final as they lost to West Ham by 5-1. Last time Spurs reached the final was 1995, where they lost over 2 legs. Used to be a 2-legged final, lost to Manchester United in the end. All of the big Manchester United players, like Sir Beckham and Butt, had already come through by then, but Phil Neville did play in that final. Williams Barnett with the outside of the boot, looking for Reece Elliott. Paris can't find his man, and it's cleared away at the back by Grimsby on this occasion. When Spurs last won this competition, 1990, saw the likes of Ian Walker in that team, who went on to have a pretty good career with Spurs. Stephen Clements as well, one of those who lined up for Tottenham Hotspur. There is Thompson. Trademark step over. Seems to be rather enjoying himself over on that left-hand side. And this time can't find the cross into the area. It was a high-risk pass, but Grimsby had to get themselves out. They have to find a way to get into better areas here, because after a couple of moments, right at the beginning of the game, they have been under the cosh for, well, it must be nearly 30 minutes or so. Hardy looking for Olasesi, and Elliot Parish trying to turn, not given the chance to do that. Grimsby are just happy to swipe that one away, but they give it straight back to Spurs here. And off goes Williams Barnett, skillfully done, as you would expect. And it's charged down on the edge of the box. And the referee will stop play on account of a Grimsby player being down and needing some attention. And chipping one out to the right. Have seen more of the Spurs attacks happening on the left-hand side of the field. Miracle Adewole was looking to get there. Here comes Callum Olosesi. He's happy to have a run right through the heart of the Grimsby midfield. Works it wide too, Miracle Adewole. Free kick, lofted over the top, and not for the first time in the game. Out comes Archer, saw that one all the way. And that's a lovely takedown by Thompson, who drives forward here for Spurs. Support arrives. Adewole trying to cut it back to Olosesi. And there was an interception at just the right time for Grimsby. It would be amazing if they got themselves through to half-time all square at 0-0, but we are heading that way. And every time you see this young Spurs team, there's a flurry of goals being kept at bay so far. Protest is made by the Grimsby player that he won the ball. Harry Brown also took a bit of Ty Hall, it has to be said. Has remained down here. And it's often the way when teams are playing against Premier League associated academies. They want to make their mark. Hasn't been a nasty game, but that was a nasty challenge on Ty Hall. And now Byrne. Harris turns back. Difficult for Spurs because Grimsby are back in that shape that they know so well on the edge of the box. And this is where Williams-Barnett will be so important. Olosesi into Thompson. Shot well closed down by the sliding challenge. And off they go. Would be a kicker for Spurs to concede before half-time, given how on top they have been in the game. Brown bursting clear though, gets to the byline, tries to cut it back, only to run into Byrne. And that's wonderful awareness as well from Harry Byrne. Just walks away from that sliding challenge. Almost as if he knew what was coming. Wasn't the ball that Thompson was hoping for. Highfield does enough at the back. The impressive Byrne makes the challenge. Williams-Barnett looking for the foul, not getting the whistle. River's still alive here for Brown, clipped the heels of his teammate as they were trying to advance. Sessi is back there just to make sure there's no trouble. Wins it back for Spurs and gets Byfield on his way. Minimum of a minute to be added at the end of this game here, or the end of the half at Blundell Park. Thompson delivers one in, a bit too close to the goalkeeper in the end. Bounce made it awkward. Wilton had hold. Now, Grimsby will be very happy and probably relieved to get to half-time with the scoreline at 0-0. We'll be able to see the highlights of the first half at half-time, a flurry of Spurs chances. And somehow, Spurs haven't found a way through. Well, this FA Youth Cup fourth round tie is 0-0 at the break. Looking to find the breakthrough in the second with the fifth round on the horizon. Away we go then. Spurs haven't won this competition since 1990. Looking to change that here, and we've seen Williams Barnett score the audacious over the course of the season. Not this time. The whistle had already blown in any case. The tactic clearly remains the same in the second half for Grimsby, looking for that long ball over the top. Did ever so well in the last round of this competition. Beat West Ham, who won the FA Youth Cup not last season, the one before. Beat them by a goal to nil. Chipping one wide to Thompson, who saw plenty of the ball in the first half. Crossing opportunity, and Elliot Paris is there. Thompson again, holding off his man. Here's Luca Williams Barnett, had the best of the Spurs chances in the first half. Drew a brilliant save from Alton, the goalkeeper, struck one against the bar, works it through to Ty Hall, trying to get the ball out from under his feet, but not given the chance to do that, had it quickly whipped away. Adewole steps clear, cuts it back, all the way through it comes to Williams Barnett, and he's unable to get the shot away. Looked very dangerous for a moment. Williams Barnett arriving, unable to apply the finishing touch. But the start to the second half has a familiar feel. Spurs have a strong bench as well here. Wonder how long before we see some of those players. Alice Lehane involved for the 21s the other day. Has been, for the most part, the starting striker. And it's a scuffed shot by Williams Barnett this time. And the ball has run away. Out of play. Another good opening here for Spurs. Not one the Williams Barnett caught well, though.
Yeah, but when it goes in the stand, you won't know what's coming back in.
The Spurs player's not so happy with the collision, but Byfield is fine. Thompson on his travels had already touched the ball out of the field. Opportunity to put together the passes in the first half. Grimsby they have here, and they're in. Only to hear the whistle from the referee. Harry Brown, the captain, in an offside position. Pass from Ty Hall, who's a bit further forward in the second half. A bit closer to that front two of Williams, Barnett and Elliot Paris. Tynan Thompson turning one into the area where Spurs number 9, Elliot Paris, was waiting for the delivery, unable to connect with his man. We'll try again. In fact, he's turned back out into that wider area to find Byrne. Went down and was looking for the free kick. No interest in the referee. Still with Spurs. As much as this team have been so free-flowing and so free-scoring over the course of the season, they have had their problems at the back, something they will be wary of. Starting to commit more and more into forward areas. Reece Elliott Paris, unselfishly done, and finally Spurs get their chance, and it had to be. Luca Williams-Barnett is there, and Spurs have the lead in the FA Youth Cup, finally. Well, it's a goal that's all about the pass from the Spurs number 9, Reece Elliott Paris. You think he's about to shoot, but he rolls it onto a plate, and it's finished off by Spurs' top marksman, Luca Williams-Barnett. Oh, so often in the first half we saw him go for power. So often in the first half of the season we saw the spectacular. This one still very important. Spurs up and running here. Could all have got a bit panicky had they not scored. Where do Grimsby go from here? That's the question. What's the response like? And instantly it's a long ball and a chance to get in behind, but Sam Archer sliding gets onto Harry Brown's ball. Really made some strides in the first half of the season, Sam Archer, the Spurs goalkeeper. Byrne to Reece Elliott Paris, who slipped. He was in an offside position. Makes the decision to leave it, and that gives Grimsby the chance to deliver, but the cross straight into the arms of Sam Archer. Rather eager to get the ball forward, perhaps a bit too eager. Barnett roaming, looking to cause more trouble here for the Grimsby defence. Thompson holding that position right on the touchline. And again with the trickery, back to Byrne. Done well here, Grimsby. Brown's been their brightest player, bursting into the Spurs area. Upson closing the angle and the chance to break through. And again, it needed Archer to bring that cool and calm. Nicely worked on the halfway line. Spurs had so many committed forward. Hardy then missed it. Between Upson and Archer, Spurs able to tidy up. Spurs wobble at the back. Second goal might be needed. Miracle Adewole away from the right, finding space through the middle. Williams-Barnett has adopted this position on the left-hand side. For the most part has played the game in a central area. Makes his way back there now, edge of the box, where he has been for the most part in the game. And on a different night would have scored a hat-trick. The chances. And he's saving himself for bigger occasions. Thompson back into the path of Byrne. Well, at this age, it's all about lessons. Spurs are going to have to learn here how to manage the game. Pace has really dropped off. Certainly from where they were. I'm not sure it really suits the way that Spurs play. Thompson driving from that left-hand side again. Decides to go around the outside. Gets the cross in only to see the header away by the Grimsby defence. It's not too long before Spurs have it back. Williams-Barnett pokes it through, and it's scooped on its way by Hall, looking for Reece Elliott-Paris. It would have been difficult to find him with that kind of pass from that kind of range. And Seb Alton, the impressive goalkeeper, is able to get there. Hopeful ball through the middle, and Upson is there, and he gets to it. And Archer has to race across. Not the pass that he was hoping for, but the Spurs goalkeeper does well. And punts it down the middle. Thompson in there to win it back. Needs a bit more urgency from Spurs. Can't play in second gear for the next half an hour. Miracle Adewole twisting clear, fancies another go at the fullback. from Adewole was good. That one wasn't. Grimsby to make a change.
Substitution for Mariners, number 6, Charlie Hutton, to be replaced by 14, Alvin Newton.
Jello, who has just come on, is straight onto the ball. Combination from Spurs. Burns pass, trying to unlock the Grimsby defence. Elliot Paris cuts back, and the deflection was vital. Took it away from Miracle Adewole, who was coming through. Thompson trying to work an angle, trying to get clear. Reece Elliott Paris curling one towards the far corner. Nice height for the goalkeeper. Alton palming away. Finding the space, selecting the right pass. Spurs connecting the dots well here. Williams Barnett into Olasesi. Has to backtrack. It's Kenan Thompson again. Spurs have assumed the position of control. Really only succeeding in going side to side here. Maybe all part of the master plan. Here comes Williams Barnett, weaving his way through the traffic. And in the end, it's thumped away. Highfield looking to join the attack from the back. He plays at centre-back, but we saw earlier on in the season how skillful he can be inside the penalty area. Scored a lovely goal against Leicester. And this was the chance for Reece Elliott Paris, who scored in the last round, denied here though.
Substitution for Mariners, replacing number 8, Harry Shipton, is number 16, Carlo Midwinter.
Well, Grimsby feel we are deep enough into the game to bring on Midwinter. With 25 minutes of the game to go, he replaces Shipstone. Olasesi into Reece Elliott Paris. stolen by Giles, who scored in the last round against West Ham. This time, turning provider. Well, what an impact from the substitute midwinter. His first touch, and Grimsby are level.
Goal scorer for Warriors, number 16,
Well, no sooner had he come on than he was thrown into the action. They had so many over. Stabbed in beyond Sam Archer after brilliant work in the build-up by Grayson Giles. Game on. Spurs have had their problems, it has to be said, with conceding goals. This is the first game for well over a month for this group. Playing a slightly different system. Perhaps slightly inevitable, although Spurs will be disappointed to have conceded here. Barnett to have another go at the Grimsby defence. Off he goes, drives it goalwards. Looking for the corner, Orton quickly across to deny him the chance to add his second of the night. Did well here, the Grimsby goalkeeper. Well, again, Archer coming a long way. And he didn't get any of the ball. Be a yellow. Always looks in trouble as soon as he sets off, the Spurs goalkeeper. What a turnaround this would be. Grimsby looking to add a second of the night, having been one behind here to Spurs. Free kick isn't a good one though. Wrestling to get there, loses out. Sessi around the corner. Spurs need to turn up the heat here. Williams Barnett crowded out as he tries to make some progress. Grayson Giles brought the ball down well, but he was quickly looked after. Brown has it back on the right. Highfield is there again. Well, 20 minutes of the game to go. If we are all square at the 90 or at full time, we will be heading for extra time with 4 penalties, 15 minutes in each half. Here's Byrne. Sessi, well, had he gone in the opposite direction, Spurs might have been in. Keeps hold of the ball. Williams Barnett trying to work some skills. Back to Callum Olasesi. Well recovered in the end by Grimsby, and Harry Brown, who is back there, who is becoming increasingly important for this Grimsby team, wins the free kick after the shot by Ty Hall. Field with a big up and under, clears the ball away. And the flag goes up for a free kick to Spurs. Grimsby preparing to make another change. Does well. Here is Tottenham Thompson, can hit them, does hit it, and it's found a way through. Well, the impressive goalkeeper Seb Orton doesn't get there this time, as it's powered in by the Spurs number 11, and Spurs are on top again, and that might just be the goal to send Spurs through to the FA Youth Cup 5th round. You could see what he was thinking about as soon as he was here. Had a look, saw the space, and then bang, went for the corner and found it. Nicely done by Tottenham Thompson. Spurs are now preparing. Fair few changes by the looks of things. And the first to go will be Ty Hall, replaced here by George Feeney. And Reece Elliott-Paris is replaced by Ellis Lehane. Reece Elliott-Paris had a big hand to play in the first goal for Spurs, played a lovely pass, laid it on to Williams Barnett. And changes to for Grimsby. Ellis Lehane comes on, has featured in the last 2 games in Premier League 2 for the under-21s. And a big part of the way that he has performed for them and seen him impress, has seen him chasing after the ball to win it back. Could be important for the final few minutes here. Grimsby fired up, looking for another, and they have a free kick in a very good area. Just outside of Spurs' penalty area. Archer makes the decision to punch. Good decision in the end. And Alton, Grimsby's goalkeeper, can clear this one away out to the left-hand side. Bolton. Williams Barnett looking for another. Toying with the Grimsby defence. Lehane forced wide. And Tina Thompson just tries to bundle his way straight between the middle of two. Stopped in his tracks. Burns got it back here. Proper ding-dong of a cup tie now. Highfield into Burn. Well, everything would suggest that Spurs will need another goal to make this completely comfortable. See ya. Off goes Miracle Adewole. Doesn't have the shot to go with the skill, so rolls through for an easy save in the end for Seb Alton. Hardy's header. Gives the ball here to Brown, trying to work his way through. It might drop for a chance. And it needed the response from Sam Archer, who comes out and manages to get there just as Charles was winding one up. A couple of players for Spurs who have gone down here in the build-up. Hardy has pulled up and looks awkward. And Olasesi doesn't exactly look great either. Cramp is kicking in. And when it does arrive, it's pretty nasty. Hardy looks to be suffering a bit more than Olasesi. Before this, though, was a brilliant burst out by Sam Archer, the goalkeeper, to get there. Had some work experience in men's football and really seemed to benefit from that. And continues to go from strength to strength. The Spurs players across towards Stuart Lewis and the coaching staff for a chat. Did ever so well, of course, Stuart Lewis to take the under-17s and the under-18s all the way in the Premier League Cup, not last season but the one before. And without question he will be hungry for another cup win and more success. There's every reason why this group should go all the way in this competition, but at the same time, there's still 10 minutes to go here. Fair to say the Grimsby goal has given them the confidence that they could go on and score another. Didn't look like that for long periods of the game.
Substitution Tottenham Hotspur, replacing the man for 8 police. It's number 15, Ronnie Moncur, for 17 Dexter Oliver.
Ronnie Moncur Oliver onto the field here. Callum Olasesi not taking any risks there. He's off, and so too is Malachi Hardy. Well, hopefully they'll be okay. And this is just a precaution being taken by the Spurs physio team. Thompson. Oh, he scored the decisive goal in the last round. Tiernan Thompson, the goal to send Spurs here, and it looks to be that way again. Spurs have freshened things up. Spurs also look as though they've switched to a back four. Lehane goes down under the challenge. The referee will allow play to go on. Dexter Oliver looks really good just before Christmas, scored a couple in the game against Leicester. Out to Thompson. Oliver gets it back. This is what Spurs need to do again, start zipping the ball around. Made some really nice combinations in the first half, didn't get their rewards for it. The rewards have come in the second half. When they're more static, when they try to manage the game, this doesn't really seem to suit their style. Williams-Barnett into position, and here is Ellis Lehane, who crashes in. Goal number 3, and that should put the game out of sight. Well, he likes that. Well, it looks as though the moment had gone for Spurs. But where Williams-Barnett couldn't, Ellis Lehane could. Smashed into the corner. A fine finish from the Spurs striker. And that means that Spurs are heading for the 5th round. Where Watford wait. Well, you never really know how changes to the lineup late in the game will affect the outcome. Spurs didn't really want to bring Hardy and Olasesi off, both enforced changes. Ellis Lehane onto the field, making a big impact for Spurs. Another player down inside Grimsby's penalty area. Ellis Lehane onto it here. There's a bit of competition for places now with Reece Elliott-Paris also vying for the starting spot within the under-18 group. Mr. Oliver's lost the ball. Grimsby might not be done. On the charge again. And Giles evades the challenges, works it back. Renardson looking for a teammate, twisting one way and then the other. Well, he did well. Twisting away, delivered in, was a good chance, deflected away at the front post by Elijah Upson. Grimsby corner. Not completely dealt with by Spurs, but they have poked away. Williams Barnett is forward and chasing. Brown got away from one challenge, now has it back. George Feeney is penalised. Unfair challenge from him right in front of the referee as well.
Substitution from Hotspur, replaced number 7 Williams Barnett, with number 18 on Scott.
Well, another fine night for Luca Williams Barnett. Got the first goal, and he is replaced in the late stages of this one. And Salter is onto the field. Grimsby float one into a good area, and it was a free header as well. Well, that would have made the game interesting had that one gone in. Comfortable in the end for Sam Archer. Could have been a different story. Either side of the goalkeeper would have been a bit more trouble. I'm sure the Spurs players will feel that there have been a few rusty moments here this evening, given that they haven't played for such a long time. Nice warm-up with Crystal Palace to look forward to on Saturday. That game at Crystal Palace, so won't be on Spurs play. Game against Fulham will be, which is on the 1st of Feb, just around the corner. Difficult run of games coming up for Stuart Lewis's side. Every reason that this team could go on to win the league. 4 points off of the top. Very competitive up there. We'll probably find out how close Spurs are to winning the championship over the course of the next month, because the fixtures, well, they're pretty tough. Fulham, Brighton and Villa on the horizon after Crystal Palace, all tough games. Well, it's another for Grimsby. Giving this a fighting chance. Grayson Giles, who scored in the last round against West Ham, is on target here. Well, the free kick flicked on, and nobody there watching Grayson Giles, the number 9. I think Sam Archer will feel that he could have done a bit more. Sam Archer not taking any risks. Unnecessarily here, Spurs under some pressure. Well, there will be some extra time at the end of the 90, you feel. We've had all of the goals in the second half. A few stoppages for a few Spurs injuries, as well as substitutions. Giles, who has given Grimsby a fighting chance in this game, preparing to launch this one in. Looking for the flick. Well, it came off of a Spurs head. I think this is a foul throw the referee's given. A minimum of 5 minutes to be added. will feel, to grab an equalising goal and send this one to extra time. That was nasty. Ellis Lehane goes down, won't be happy with that. Was going out of play, so that was unnecessary. Confirmation there was a yellow card in there for Grimsby's number 5, Finley Axel. On the run, shoved out of the way by Miracle Adewole. Spurs are going to have to dig in here. Grimsby certainly seem to have that fighting spirit.
Yeah.
Just over 2.5 minutes to go. Renardson sees his delivery cut out by Ellis Lehane. Everyone is back there for Spurs. So to Dexter Oliver, he's made the block, has conceded a corner kick. And this is where Grimsby will feel they have a chance. Brown's corner is a good one, and so is the punch from the rising Sam Archer. By Feeney, and Grimsby will have to give this another go. Jallow sends in. Well, it was a risk that was probably worth taking in the end, a diving header to send the ball into the gloves of Sam Archer, because otherwise Grimsby had 2 men waiting at the far post. Here they come again, Grimsby. And look at the numbers heading into the penalty area, waiting for the cross. Miracle Adewole with a vital touch just in time. Well, it really didn't need to be this difficult, but Grimsby had a really good chance here to grab an equaliser because they have men overweighting. Had they been able to get the ball to them, different story, but Sam Archer now on top of it. Look at them waiting. Just couldn't get it through to their number 9, Grayson Giles. Schmeichel launched away by Sam Archer. Well, it would be dramatic if Grimsby were to score here. Adewole, brave header. Doesn't catch the clearance as he would have liked. Referee has a look. All eyes on him now, really. Graham gets the delivery in, good-looking ball. It might be the chance here. And somehow scrambled away by the Spurs defence. Grimsby have done it. the Spurs goalkeeper had done enough to somehow keep this out. Grimsby keep the move alive. 3-3, we're going to extra time. Might be time for some of those who've often found themselves amongst the players on the bench to step up, a chance to shine perhaps for them. I'm sure Stuart Lewis was hoping to get some minutes in the legs of these players, with it being the first game of the year for the group. Probably not this many minutes though. Archer's big clearance away. Spurs goalkeeper with a big up and under. Ali Salter is chasing, will chase it all the way through towards Seb Alton, the keeper at the other end. Feeney can find a pass into midfield into Dexter Oliver. And now it's Ollie Salter who will wait for the run. To Lehane. And it's 15-year-old Ollie Salter, who is one of those who will be certainly looking to impress. First shot of the extra time goes Spurs' way. And it's caught and quickly sent away by the Grimsby goalkeeper. And that kind of approach is what got them here. Quick decisions, trying to catch Spurs out. Adewole's clearance. Spurs have gone with a really strong lineup to start the game here tonight. It's not as though it's a weaker team. Moncur, whose granddad once upon a time was a Spurs player. John Moncur then went on to have a pretty big career, most known for his time at West Ham. And out comes Archer. Away. They've always had the runners, Grimsby, trying to get in behind the Spurs defence. And this time Archer taking no risks. Clearance away, up beyond the stand. With about 87 minutes gone, there were some fans here who started to funnel out and make their way out of the stadium. Missed the drama. It's the captain who is down for Grimsby and the Spurs players close to the side of the field. Spurs are essentially with 10 on the field because Thompson is hobbling around, barely doing too much. That's the thing, once the cramp kicks in, doesn't exactly disappear just like that. Spurs might have been hoping that Thompson would be one to take a penalty. Doesn't seem as though that will be the case. Captain's off. Grimsby looking to wrap this one up. On comes Jason Blanket. They have a throw-in, which they will launch into the area. Blanket's head up. Spurs have it covered. There's Lehane. Nice feet. Eventually, though, Dexter Oliver running into trouble. Good second half for Giles, who has been taken down. Referee allowing play to continue. And the ball in the area, in the end, doesn't really give them much of an advantage at all. That's the argument that continued to hustle on the side of the field. And it's Lehane turning away from the challenge. Spurs need to move the ball a bit more quickly. Slammed into the back there of Dexter Oliver. Thompson really doesn't have any running left in his legs. Managed to square the pass. Sort of trying to turn. George Feeney. And the challenge from Ronnie Wonka. That's judged by Upson, not by Sam Archer. Good up and under to get Spurs back into Grimsby's half. And Lehane has scored one in the game. Looked after on this occasion. Byrne is going for goal. It's a wild hit over the top of the bar. Can probably be forgiven at this stage, given the tiredness in the legs. I suppose probably wouldn't be feeling this one so much. Their last game was all the way back on December the 14th. Into the chest of Lehane. It's a nice hold-up play from the Spurs striker. Oliver's done really well to burst into the space, but he lost it when it mattered most. Been busy tonight, the physio staff. He's barely been on the field at the moment. The blanket will have to go. Well, it's not nice to see. Change has to be made, though. Spurs corner. Burn gets it. Angle of attack has changed. Delivery into the area turned away. Not completely dealt with by Grimsby here. Spurs looking to wrap this up in extra time. Decent corner. What a brilliant header that is, Sue. Ahais Riza inside the penalty area. Junaid Byfield with a header that might just get this done before penalties. A really good header by the Spurs defender, beyond the reach of the Grimsby keeper. Will that be enough? Grimsby have been here before, and they will feel that they certainly have the capabilities to be able to pull themselves level again. Give given the way that this game has gone, who knows? Byfield's header gets the ball away. Near enough there at the end of the first period of extra time. Clear all over again. This might be their chance to level all over again. Archer making the stop. Good chance, very good chance. Seems to have found some energy in legs, although not too much. Grimsby's free kick, flicked away. With the clearance. And there is the whistle, and that is the end of the first period of extra time. Pulled themselves level at the end of the 90. They have the capability. Spurs know that. Need to be careful in this 15 minutes. Thompson. Moving the ball on. Moncur making the burst. Miracle Adewole. Salter. Salter trying to apply the movement ahead of Dexter Oliver. Miracle Adewole is in a crossing position. Decides to cut it back. Grimsby wait for their moment to pounce. I'm fairly sure they won't be waiting too long to get the ball forward. Challenge whips the ball away. Grimsby trying to break, not given the chance to do that, winning the free kick. It's a yellow card for Ronnie Moncur. Grimsby deliver, and they get to the first ball and the second. Well, it would have been something special to score from there with that kind of hit on the volley. No trouble this time for Sam Archer. Archer's clearance. Awkward bounce on that, dealt with by Grimsby. One to chase for Ellis Lehane. Ollie Salter will surely head to the corner here. Will wait to deliver, finds Lehane, shooting chance for Spurs. Turning on the style in extra time, and Ronnie Moncur is there. Surely that's enough now, and surely Spurs are heading to the next round of the FA Youth Cup. Well, he meant this. It's a brilliant layoff by Ellis Lehane. Everybody expecting the ball in towards Oliver, goes the other way, and Moncur does the rest. Never a dull moment with the Spurs under-18 group. And to think it was 0-0 at half-time. Should have known better. Looks as though Malachi Hardy and Williams Barnett have been sent to the changing room. Which is not something we want to see. I confess I didn't see the incident on the side of the field. Potentially because they ran out to celebrate. Adewale cuts the ball back. Spurs looking for another. Really proper cup side this. Floated in by Byrne, looking for the corner. Well, that's where the header was sent. Nearly dropped for Ellis Lehane. Well, it's as if that fifth goal has relieved the pressure. Thompson. And again, Spurs in shooting range, this time getting a corner. Thompson's job was to keep the ball in play for as long as possible. Didn't really have the time for that. Dealt with pretty swiftly. Let's not call this a done job. Spurs were 3-1 ahead, remember? Plenty of space in behind. And Archer should get there and does. He's genuinely in pain here. This is an acting out situation. Gives it the Peter Schmeichel launch up the field. And Lehane is penalised for backing in. Alton, the keeper. Lehane back there trying to head her away. Big up and under from him after the header by Feeney. Brings the ball under control. Makes his way around the outside, down into the corner this time where he can hold up proceedings. And you had a sense that was coming. Byfield remains down here for Tottenham Hotspur. Perhaps the match winner. Got the fourth goal to make sure and put Spurs in the driving seat in this second half of the game. One of those cramp, you think it's gone, and then it'll bite you back. I'm not so sure about using those legs. Spurs might have to continue on with 10 here. Hayne is trying his best to keep the ball at this end of the field. And Spurs trying to finish the job. Surely not again. This time Miracle Adewole is back on defensive cover. Might not be completely finished though here, Grimsby. Looking for goal number 4 of the night. A bobble up and a save. And into the arms of Sam Archer. Now for a moment, looked as though history was about to repeat itself here. The minimum to the end of the 120 here. Grimsby's header. Spurs seen enough of that, but well, it's coming straight back, but it's coming through with too much pace, and that should be game over. I feel like I've said that before. Spurs chasing. Must be clearing. Upson. Anywhere will do at this stage. One final throw of the dice for Grimsby here, and a wonderful show of strength by Miracle Adewole. Well, that's the digging in that Spurs needed. There again, carrying the ball away. Might fancy his chances here. Adewole slams in, Lahane puts it wide. And there goes the whistle. Spurs are through to the 5th round of the FA Youth Cup. They needed extra time, but goals from Byfield and Moncur after a spirited fight back from Grimsby. They pulled the game level to 3-3. having been 3-1 behind.